So today I'm checking out these magnetic zip tie wire holders. And honestly, they probably could hold more than just wire. It could be hose or anything like that. But what these are is they're magnets, and they have a rubber coating on them, so that's good so they don't scratch everything up. But basically they're magnets, and they have, these holes or these openings and arms here where you can run a zip tie through that and hold it in place. And it may be not even a zip tie. You could use twist ties or whatever you wanted to do. But what these are going to do is they're going to allow you to stick these places on metal, and you'll be able to route wiring exactly the way you want to do it without having to drill holes into whatever it is metal-wise that you're doing. Again, these are coated, so the magnets themselves, aren't going to tear up whatever surface that you're wanting to put these on. They can be temporary, they can be permanent, whatever you want them to be, but there is quite a few of them. So they are held on by this little screw right here inside that screws into this holder that holds the magnet, and they're pretty nice and tight. So let's go try these out on some metal and see how well they stick. Now I do want to say that these were sent to me at no cost, so I could do this review. So here's one thing that I noticed when I started using these magnets is they are really strong. So one of the things I wanted to do is I was going to zip tie some of these magnetic cables, because I usually try to run power over here and it's either laying on top of my toolbox or on the floor. And really what I wanted to do was I'd love to mount like a power strip right here on the edge of my toolbox, so that way whenever I need power I can just plug into it. And I only put one of these magnets on there. And I mean, if it wasn't for this moving around, I mean, it totally can handle that. It's actually a really strong magnet. It takes some force to actually remove that. So this is really nice. It's not going to scratch up my toolbox. That would easily hold that there. I'm going to put another zip tie actually around here to hold it nice and straight. But man, that's going to work really well. So I changed this up a little bit. As you can see here, I did use zip ties here because I didn't want it to have, any kind of possibility of grounding out or anything like that. Of course, these are rubber coated and all that, but again, I wanted to use zip ties. And this thing now is on there so tight, it'd probably pull my toolbox over if I just yanked on it. The other cool thing about these is the hole on there is pretty wide. So even if you've got some really nice size zip ties, I mean, this is a big zip tie, goes through there no problem. Of course, you can still use, smaller ones, which I used on that, right? No problem. And then also, you could use twist ties with this kind of thing. Who says you have to use a permanent type zip tie? You could just do a twist tie, tie some wires in there, and you're good to go. That way you can open it later if you need to get them through, not waste a ton of zip ties. The other thing I was thinking about using these things is with my truck. So actually maybe under the dash, if I've got wires that are kind of hanging down and I really just want to stick them to the side of the frame of the truck or inside the cab, boom. I mean, they're not going anywhere. You don't have to screw holes in your vehicle, things like that. I mean, there's just a million possibilities that you can use these for. Hanging them on your refrigerator, wires under an office desk. I mean, anywhere you've got a piece of metal, they should stick. So, really cool product. I really like these, and I hope this review was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all take care.